Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm back finally. I am the kind of person that likes to make a ton of stuff and then show it. I don't like to make one thing and show it and then, I should probably change that. But that's just the way I am. So what I have here are I really had fun doing these clusters. And I'm going to do this, I'm going to make some clusters with you, craft along with me. And I use different themes. This is a baby theme, and this is a little notebook I made with a picture of a baby with coffee-dyed paper. And this is another cluster, and I made a notebook to go along with that with lace. Now these are all in kits, so to speak, so let me just show you what's in the baby kit. I have two of these, and they're in my Etsy shop if you're interested. I made some envelopes, some decorative envelopes. I hope that's not too close. There we go. Some decorative envelopes. These all do fit in there, but it does become kind of bulky, so you may not want to put them all in there at once, because I've got quite a few things that go in there. Okay, and this is another baby cluster. I love using the rusty pins with these vintage pictures. These are dolls. These are baby dolls. And she's holding, you can see better here, she's holding her favorite doll, which I think is adorable. And then this little girl, which I showed you. And then this one, she's sitting on a pink chair, and I just outlined her with that. And along with that, I designed some button cards, and they will come in with this set here, and they're pretty good size, and you can put your favorite buttons on there. I did a blue one and a pink one, and then here I have made some ribbon spools, and this will come on. This is vintage blue Swiss polka dot. It's 2 inches wide, and it's under a yard because I didn't have a lot of it. I have enough for 2 sets. And then this is just cotton, pink polka dot cotton. And let me see, I have here the blank baby spools, so you can see the heck. Glue on my fingers. Okay, without, I got too many of them. Okay, without the ribbon on, you can see how cute. They're reversible, and they come with this kit. And then here is the blue one, and it is reversible. I've inked up all the edges. This is not chipboard, but I'll tell you, it really feels like it. It's a very heavyweight cardstock. It's a little cheaper for me to do it than the chipboard, and I can print them out a little faster, so therefore I went with that. So this set is in my Etsy shop for $20 if you're interested, and these make a great start for a journal. So let me put it in a bag so I don't confuse myself what goes with what. And like I said, I have 2 of these. They're not exactly the same. I will show you the other one in a minute, and you'll be able to recognize them from all of the pictures. Okay. Alright, so that one's done. And this is one here. This, I did an envelope cluster, and this is a tag from Anne and Alducina, I believe is her name, and you can put your stuff in here, and I got a pretty button here. These are cloth tags. Okay, I printed them on material, and I also have the tags available in cloth on my shop. Let me just show you real here quickly what you will get with one of this. Has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different labels. They're the same labels I used in my embellishment, my clusters here. So those are available, and also the doll pictures. You get 6 of these, and I spaced them apart so you can rip them, and without, if you put them real close, you wouldn't be able to rip them out of the fabric. And I also did a set for angels, which I also have a set of this for angels. And you get quite a few of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, because I did I? No, I guess I didn't. I thought I reversed some of them. I did on these, and I did on these. These are reversed. But I guess I didn't reverse these. Well, anyways. I did, no, I didn't reverse on those. But I love this little set of angels. And you're going to see that set in a minute, too. So that's available also. They are available in my Etsy shop. And what I did here, let me show you the clusters. Here's one cluster. And these are about 3 inches by 1, 2, 3, 4 inches. And they do work nicely on an envelope or on a card, on a page. And this is in this kit with a little bit of ruffle there. So here's the 3 that come with that kit. And like I said, I'm going to make a couple clusters with you after I'm done showing you these things. And then I made some spools, ribbon holders, and I put fabric, these are 2 inches, with stamped the word vintage on here. And this one has a mannequin, and let me show you what they look like without the ribbon on it, or cotton on it. It's cotton. Okay, so here's one. Here she is without the cotton. Okay, and this is hand torn. And then, come on now. Here's this one without the cotton on it. And they are reversible and hand torn. Okay, so that goes, oh, and button cards. And this has a sewing machine on it, which I think is pretty cool, on both of them. So that one, where'd the bag go? Here it goes. I'm keeping these all in cello bags so I don't mess them up if someone wants to order one. And this set is also $20. And hopefully they all sell. You never know. Okay, let's do an angel. I have 3 angel sets. And here is the envelope. And this is cloth. And the embellishments, these are cloth as well, printed on cloth. The one thing you don't want to do is get them wet because the ink will bleed. It's just an inkjet printer. So, there. And this is the little notebook that I made out of coffee dyed paper that comes with it. I did not decorate this anymore like I did the others because there's a lot on there. But whoever, if you buy it, you can decorate it any way you want. These are, let's see, 5 by 3 1/4. So they're a nice size to put in your purse too, to write notes on, to put in a journal. And with that, you will get two spool holders. I just put them on my glue gun. Well, I'm going to have to fix that. Anyways, this is a little less than a yard. These are more or less what I have left of laces, and I have a ton of them. So, let's see. Here is the spool without the ribbon on it, without this pretty trim on there. And here is the spool, and they are reversible, without the trim on there. So you know exactly what you're getting. And then for the button cards, I did 2 angels. These are blank on the back because really, if you're going to put your buttons, sew your buttons on here, you don't need anything on the back because you're going to have your thread showing there. So that's that angel set. And same price as the other ones. They're all the same price. I love to make a ton of stuff at once. I get started and I can't stop. Here's another angel set. here is the envelope, and it's on music paper, but I added some cardstock printed paper to make it a little thicker. I did most of them like that, and they're all sewn as well. And you can see here's a little angel here and a bow, and then the clusters. Here's a cluster, and okay, I made one pink, and this one is pink and I would say aqua, and this one is as well. Okay, so that's those three. And then here again, you're going to get the same trim as was on the other spool ribbon holders, or whatever you want to call them. And here is the angel book. It's on pink, and it is not decorated, and you can decorate it however you like. And then again, the same button cards. And the button cards are 5 by 3 1/4. I made them a little bigger than the normal button cards. You only can fit like 4 on there, because for me, if I want to sort out my buttons and I want to put special ones that I really like on a card, I'm probably going to need a bigger card than normal, because I have quite a bit collection of everything. I'm always collecting. And if that's not bad enough, my husband collects for me too. You know, he'll call me, I just saw a wedding gown, or I'm like, I'm done shopping now. I've seen so much. I've got so much. I can't use it. And he'll go, oh, I brought this lace home for you because I knew you would just love it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to be able to stop. So here is a vintage with mannequins, dress forms. This is another set. I have 2 sets of these. 3 sets of the angels and 2 sets of the babies. And personally, the babies are my favorite. But, you know, for grandkids, whatever, little kids, you just having babies, starting a young family. Or you want to take your family ancestry and make a journal. Those little baby books and clusters are so cute. Now on this one, I did do some decorating. A little applique, not a lot, and a button, and this is coffee paper. There is 24 pages in here, so I wasn't stingy with the paper. And the same button cards are here. Okay, I got glue on my fingers. All right, let's see. And then this is the mannequin stamped. Maybe I should pull it off and show you what it looks like. Just all the way across. It goes all the way down so that you can rip these and use them in your journals any way that you want. You probably need to iron them, I don't know. But that's that. And this is the vintage that is on fabric that was distressed already when I bought it, even though I did coffee dye it. And there you go for the vintage. And this is 2 inches. They're all 2 inches. This might be a little bit under 2 inches. Okay, so there you have that. And what she looks like without the cotton on it or the trim on it is that. And I am also selling these blank, all right? You'll get 6 of them for $10. And like I said, they're not chipboard, but they're very sturdy, heavy cardstock. Not your normal cardstock that you would use to make a card. They're heavier than that and a lot less expensive for me to make, so that I can make them for you and offer them to you at a good price. Because I understand money. I understand we all need it. And so, and I understand I'm never going to stop making stuff, so I better sell some. And the only way to do that is to make it reasonable for people. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, there's that one. Let's do another baby one. I just love these baby pictures. I'm not offering the graphics for these, okay? Because I really just want to keep making stuff and selling it, so I'm not offering the graphics. Here's a rusty pin. Here's a little baby. Put a little trim around her hat, a little bib. And there you go with that. Here is the little notebook that goes with it. Coffee dyed paper, 24 sheets, and it says, "Thinking of you." I don't think I showed you that on the last one. And here is one. It's so cute. These are antique dolls that I found pictures of, and I love them. That one's kind of big, but you know, it could fill up a half a page. Not really. I mean, it's not that big. But you know what I'm saying? It could look nice on an envelope. It could look nice on a page. I should have brought a journal over to show you, but anyways. And this one. So you have 3 of those, and then this has a baby hat on it. It's pink. And this one has a sewing machine, which is the aqua. And then I already showed you these, so less than a yard on them. But they come in the kit. And then I have one more to show you. Another angel. And that's it. I'm telling you, this is just so much fun to make the clusters. I just love putting it all together because I have a ton of lace. So I just pile things on the my work table and pick and choose and cut and glue and sew, and I just have fun with it. Okay, sorry if I hit that camera. This is the angel. I love these two. They're so pretty. I think I got that from the graphics fairy. So some of these I can't offer you graphics because they're not mine. And that's the reason. Okay, so here is another notebook. And then we have 1, 2, 3 clusters. And here they are in a cluster. I think it's so pretty. Oh, and I love this one. I love this little girl, Angel, playing the violin. She's so cool. And, you know, even a rusty pin, a bow. This one has kind of a loose... I got this rose trim from a vintage wedding gown, and it cost me $30 for the gown, and it didn't have a lot of trim on it, but I just love this trim. I usually don't pay that much for a vintage wedding gown, but I just loved it, and I use it. It's almost gone. So, and here are the same trims as the other angel ones. And you get 2 of these button cards with this one. Okay. So now we can start making clusters. And I'm going to give you just some basics of what I do. You could do whatever you want. And obviously you will. So, here we go. First of all, you've got to rip your... I've already ripped mine, but I'm going to show you how to do this. And how easy it is because, well, the fabric that I have, if you buy it from me, this fabric rips both ways, so you have no trouble. So I've already ripped some of it apart, but here I want to rip right close to that toe. So I'm just going to put a little, I've actually started it there. I was probably going to do something with that. And I'm just going to rip. And I don't want to get too close to this one. So then, let's see. Okay, I ripped there. Where the heck? Oh, this one. Okay. So then I want to get close to that wing. You can get really close with these things. Okay. And continue to rip. Well, they don't always... Okay, but what I want to show you is see how far away that is from his head. I'm going to go like this. And look how nice it rips and how close. I could even trim this down and rip it differently and rip this. What the heck is on my finger? Tons of glue. Oh. I apologize. Tons of glue on my hands. Okay, so I got me some stuff. Put it together. And I want to work with you and do a craft with me. People tell me we need to do that. I need to do that. So I'm going to do it. And the first thing I do, I'm going to do a pink one and a blue one. I tea dye my coffee filters, and I use them for my clusters. Now this is not obviously tea dyed. This is dyed with dye that I got from Walmart, and it's called Kentucky Sky. And I just love this blue. I mean, it's just so pretty. So this one is coffee dyed, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to fold it in half and fold it in half, and then I'm going to rip and rip. That's about the size that I use. Yeah, okay, keep ripping. All right, and I'm going to put, where is it? Oh, I'm going to do a baby. Okay, I'm going to put her down, but I'm not going to glue her yet. I'm just putting her here, and I'm going to find, see, what can I use? I got a lot of stuff. Well, let's look at this. This is just some lace that I cut apart. Okay, maybe it was a tablecloth, maybe it was, I don't know what. But that's where I see, I want something in the background. And then I put her there. And that coffee filter may not stay there. It's just there for a backing. And I actually think it's a little too small. So I'm going to cut. I don't always rip. Just depends, because I usually end up ripping them off. I'm going to make this a little bigger. Okay, yeah, I like that better. And I have some here. I'm going to pull that over. Let's see, what else can I put on there? I'd like some pink. I really would like some pink. Oh, that looks pretty good. This is from a dress. And let me see. Maybe this is too much here. I could do it like that. And what I do a lot of times too is I will glue felt under here, white felt. I will glue it on if I'm not going to sew it. And if you don't have a sewing machine, to make it look puffy, that's what you want to do. All right, and I'm also going to ink up this baby label before I glue it down. And if there's a lot of long stray threads showing, some people like that, some people don't. You can cut them off. And if you like it, don't cut them off. I don't actually like that. So, if you're not going to use felt under there, let me show you what you can do. And if you're not going to sew, put some hot glue on there and spread it out thin. And then put your label on there. Now, I only glued it in one spot because I may pick it up and put some more lace there. But I know I want this here, so I'm going to glue this there. And I'm using glue just because it's easier than using a machine on camera. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear this off because I really don't need that to show. If I liked it, I would keep it. Okay? So, over here, you know, I've got these roses from a bed pillow that I loved. It has scallop edges. I like the rose. Maybe it would go under here. Maybe not. Maybe not. And there's this cute heart that I got from doilies that I dyed. I use beet juice to dye my doilies because then it's not expensive. Okay, let me see. She's got to have something over here, but nothing that you expect. That's my biggest thing. I don't like to put what you expect would be there. So I like that. I'm going to cut that off. I'm not going to glue it yet because I'm not real sure if I like that much. And then, actually, I take apart doilies and I coffee dye them. Let me me see what else I got here. And I might just use a snippet of it. You know, I'm not going to use the whole thing, obviously. No, that would be there. Let me see. Come on. Maybe I will have to glue it down. Okay. Well, I don't want it to take up too much space. These are small. Maybe I'll do this. I'll put it under here and then put the lace on. And just have a little bit of it showing. I like to do that too. Yeah. Oh, now the lace is not showing. Okay, pull it out. I like that because it's different. Okay, so now I've got my coffee filter here and this lace here, so I can glue that down. And then I want to take that other lace, and where did it go? Here. And I want to look at that again and see exactly where I want to put it. I want some of it up here. I want it like that. Okay. So I will glue that on there, like so. I hope I'm getting this for you. I mean, you just play around with whatever you have. That's the fun part of these clusters, that you just play around with what you have. Now I will glue this down because I like it and I know that's what I want. So I have this lace showing through, and I might want to take some of this off. Yep, because I'd prefer to where did that go? I prefer to have more of the lace show than the coffee filter. And then I can do something. I have rusty safety pins that I use. And even something like this. This came off of a little flower trim. And what I did is I just kind of glued it with hot glue. And I mean, you can use things like that and then put a flower on it or put a button on it. I use buttons a lot because they just fill in where nothing else does. So if I wanted to do something like that and like that, I can, you know. But I don't want to, so I'm not going to. But I love to use the rusty pins. And what I'll do is I'll gather up some netting or tulle and just put it on the pin and glue it on. If I like it, I don't actually like this one. So let me see. What else can we do here? You know, and the thing is, we've all got these odds and ends that we can use on things. Is that the right side? There we go. Now see, I like that. It's just, I wouldn't want to use the whole thing. Maybe cut this off. Well, wouldn't you know it, my camera stopped recording. So I did finish this up, not knowing that I wasn't being recorded, and all I did was I made a little bow out of cotton, the pink polka dot cotton, and I added a rusty pin. I'm not sure if I have this on that I added that. So what I want to do is one more, and I want to do a blue one, and I've cut my coffee filter, and I'm putting this here, and I thought I have this off of a gown. It's a applique, and I want to try and see if I can't use this. It has some flower right here that I think is nice, and I'll cut that apart for later. Okay, so I'm going to just throw that down there and see how I like it, or what I like about it. No, okay. I like this part right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut that off. And I like to cut my netting close. You can always cut tulle or netting close to whatever's on there, because this is stitched right on the netting. And as long as you don't cut those stitches, you're fine. You can go right up close to the design. I used to work for Ethan Allen as a designer, and I had to learn a lot about fabrics. All right, so let's say we put, I don't even know. Not the time to have indecision. There, I like that. Okay. I also wanted to put, maybe I could take the other part of this. I mean, if you want to make this completely angelic, that might work. I like that. So I'm going to cut this off like that. That's not too bad. I like that. And I have this kind of a thing from a dress. So, let me see. I also have some blue lace from a doily, which before I glue this down, I think I want to put that on here and just tack it down for the background. That's what I always do. I look for a background piece that I can lay things on that covers up the coffee filter. And even though sometimes I'll let that coffee filter show through, it's layered. You know, layering is nice. This one don't want to lay down, so I'm just going to cut it off. Okay. So I'm going to attach this. I'm trying to go a little faster now. I've taken up a lot of your time. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it helps you, inspires you to make your own, because they're really a lot of fun. You use up so many of your odds and ends. Okay, so that looks good there. I'm just going to give it a little bit of glue. I'm going to spread the glue out because I don't want it to... Now see, normally I would have put a piece of felt under there and it'd be a little more puffy. Okay, I don't like that. And I don't think we need a point over here. So I'm going to pull that off. Now I would probably, I didn't bring it over to this table, but I would probably ink this blue coffee filter with some ink just to give it a little bit of pizzazz. And I'm going to cut some of this off. I'm just trying to show you how easy it is. By putting scraps together, you can make some pretty nice clusters. Just that alone, if I wanted to maybe cut that off. And then if I want to add other things that are pretty to the piece, let me see. Let's see this. I had put this on here while thought I was recording. I already did this whole thing once, so. And now I'm doing it totally different, which is nice. So I want a couple of these aqua flowers here, and then that there. It's not difficult. It's not rocket science. It's a good thing, because I wouldn't make it. All right. I kind of like this rose. Not there. Sometimes I build up one side more than the other, and then you have to balance it. So you want to be careful not to do that too much. I am going to put that rose there, though, because I like that rose. And I would also take ink and just kind of, I wouldn't ink the whole thing, but a little bit in a spot, I would put some blue ink on that. And now, let's see. These are pieces that I've just cut apart from other things. That's not bad. That's not bad. You can put it underneath and have it come out. can actually put the flower which balances it, or you can do, I'm going to do a bow here. I'm telling you, bows are great. And safety pins and buttons. They're really, really, they fill in a gap when you don't know what else to do. But that one doesn't. That one didn't fill in nothing. Okay, let me see. You know, at this time, maybe I'll put something underneath. Oh yeah, I like that. Put a little bit of lace. It gives it some more character. Oh, come on. Running out of glue. Okay, and stuck to the mat, not to the... I don't want stuff on my new mat. I forgot to put my silicone pad down here. Silicone is wonderful because you can glue on it and it just comes right off. I love it. See that? All done. So this is as far as I'm going to go on that because I've taken up enough of your time. But you could add doily heart to it. You can add more appliques. Applique here. I like that. Just experiment. Just have fun with it. Take some little flowers and do a corner flower thing. I'm just going to do that real quick before we go. I want to see what that's going to look like. I'm taking this trim off there. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I like it. And then I would probably go in and take an 1/8 of an inch hole punch and punch in some glitter paper for the centers, which would pop it up a lot. But anyways, thank you so much for joining me today. And I'm sorry this has gone so long, but I hope that I've inspired you to make your own clusters because they are a lot of fun. And you can decorate a page. You can have these all made up if you know the theme that you're going to have. Have them all made up, and when you go to do your journal, use them. And they are so much fun to put in a journal. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I made that, and it looks so nice. So anyways, thanks for stopping by, and please make sure you check out my Etsy shop for all the new inventory I have up there. Bye-bye.